Goalie Squad, welcome back to 70 Pounds of Life. I hope you're all doing fantastic. So I've gotten a lot of requests to do a video explaining how I plan my meals for the week. So it's about time that I finally did this video for you guys, but while I was thinking about it, I realized that I've never really shown you guys my food journal / health journal. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that for each week. So I start by dating the week, so the first day of the week, and then I put my current weight for that week, and then I set a new goal for myself every week. I really like writing things out. I feel like when I write things out, I'm kind of absorbing it a little deeper than I would if I just thought of it and then just let the thought go. The next thing that I did was I set an action plan on how I plan on achieving this goal. This is a really great time for me to sit down and really reflect and to really think things out. So this week's goal was to not eat past 8 p.m. Now this may seem like not a very big goal, but I'm doing intermittent fasting and I've been struggling a little bit with eating past 8, and little goals build up and make big changes. So that's my goal for this week. So for this week, I'm going to be setting an alarm to check my food intake. If I'm going out, I'm going to take snacks with me or eat before. And then if I'm feeling hungry, I'm going to drink water or do something to take my mind off of it, like watch Netflix or edit or get on a phone call with a friend. I also like to write little notes to myself here and there throughout my journal. This one just says, remember, you control your food does not control you. On the next page, we're going to create a possible roadblock calendar for the week. So I list out Monday through Sunday and anything that I have coming up during the week, like birthday parties, beach days, coffee dates, anything that might be a potential roadblock for my success during the week. I write it out so that way when I'm planning my meals, which you'll see a little bit later, I can plan accordingly. So if I know that I'm going to be eating out, I'll plan that ahead of time. If I'm going to a get together and everyone's bringing food, I'll plan something to take to the get together so that way I can still eat with friends and stay on track. On the following page is where I start to break down my meals for the week. So Monday is the first day and I make a section for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack. And then I go ahead and put little lines for each meal, and that's where I'm going to put the amount of calories that I had at each meal. And I also draw out a little water chart for myself so that way I can keep track of my water, because water is really important to me and I want to make sure that I get all of that in, and I just fill in the little cups once I've drank the water for that day. Now I keep my food journal with me throughout the entire day. I keep it in the kitchen, and whenever I have a meal or I drink the water, I fill in the little cups. My meals are already filled in for me. I like to pre-game, which means basically planning out my meals to the exact T ahead of time, so that way I already know what I'm eating. I use my FitnessPal to calculate the amount of calories that are in each meal, and then also at the very front of my journal I have all of my recipes listed out, so that way if I'm going through and I'm filling out my journal for the week and I feel like I'm running out of ideas of things to eat, I just flip to the front of my journal and I have all of my recipes there, and I just pick and choose and fill in the blanks in the actual week. On the next page, I'm creating my grocery list, and this is where I'm talking about flipping back to those recipes. I also flip back to the recipes to make sure that I have all of the correct ingredients on my grocery list, so that way I'm prepared for the week. Creating a grocery list is seriously a lifesaver for me, guys. If I didn't have a grocery list when I went to the grocery store, I would not remember half of the stuff that I needed. I would be walking away with things that I didn't need, and it would just be a complete mess. And on to the next page. So this is a little page that I create for myself. It's basically asking myself how I'm feeling. I can talk about if I'm feeling hungry, if I'm not feeling productive, if I'm feeling lethargic, whatever it is. For each day, I just write a little note of how I'm feeling because you never know. It could be related to the food that I'm eating. It could be related to not getting enough calories. So I just like to have a little tracker of how I'm feeling. And speaking of trackers, this is probably the favorite thing in my journal because it has helped me realize a lot of things about my eating habits and just my habits in general. So this is my trigger tracker. So feel free to customize this trigger tracker to you specifically, or you can use the prompts that I use. What I like to notate throughout the week is if I ate off plan at all, if I overate, so I ate over my calories or macros for the day, if I went full on binge mode, and then also if I'm feeling hungry. So I go ahead and make out this little chart Monday through Sunday, and if any of these things happen, then I just bubble it in and I look to see what could have been the cause and also what type of solutions that I can come up with in the future to keep these things from happening again. Next, I'm just writing out different solutions on how to avoid these things. So actually what I do is if, let's say on Monday I ate off plan, I write out why I ate off plan and what I can do in the future to avoid that. I am all about creating solutions to combat excuses. As you guys can see, I also like to just doodle a little bit. Journaling is just so relaxing, guys. It really helps me get my mind off of things. It helps me see the bigger picture. It helps me solve problems that I've had throughout the week. So this is how I set up my weekly journal. I also have a monthly health journal that documents basically my productivity, reward systems, bigger goals that I've reached or I have in mind. But I just wanted to show you guys how I set up my week journal, and this is also how I plan out my meals and I stay organized with all of that. Guys, if you do not journal or you don't do a food diary, I highly recommend it. I mean, setting yourself up for success involves planning. And I can't even imagine being successful or have gotten as far as I have in my weight loss journey without doing some type of food journal or planning ahead. I have been doing food journals since day one of my weight loss journey, and I really think that it's one of the reasons why I've been so successful. If journaling is something that you're really interested in, but you just don't have the time to sit down and write out your journal like I did, don't worry guys, I created a similar version of this online that I'm able to email to you guys. So I have a link down below. Just go ahead and click that link, send in your email address, and I will shoot the free template over to you guys. Let me know what you guys think of it. If you have any feedback or any ways to improve it, I would be very interested in hearing so that way I can make it better for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps support the channel and support me. I hope you guys also enjoyed my fancy little doodles. I am not a drawer. I just like having pretty little things to look at in my journal throughout the week. All right, guys, remember you hold the power in your hands to make any changes in your life that you want to make. And I hope you're all doing fantastic on your weight loss and fitness journeys. And I will talk to you guys at my next weekly weigh-in. Bye, guys.